Alright guys, Black Wolves here and welcome back to another video, and today we are back on not a game, but yeah, we're just gonna continue the FIFA 19 career mode ideas that I had started previously on the channel. Last time I had done 10 teams you could choose in career mode without any restrictions. This time I'm gonna pick teams specific to a Road to Glory. If you don't know what Road to Glory is, basically you take a team from a low division and you try and get them to the top, or to the top of their league, and if possible to Europe, to European wins. Now, the first team we're going to talk about, and that's a great team to introduce, is AFC Wimbledon in England. Obviously, you probably all know the club, and maybe some of you know the story. If you did. If you don't know the story, I highly recommend you to watch Copa 90's video on AFC Wimbledon, but to make it short, they once were called FC Wimbledon. They split apart, I think in the 2000 era, because the new board wanted to make another club in Milton Keynes. This club therefore got called MK Dons, and the fans, not happy about the merging of this new club, decided to create a fan-made club, which was AFC Wimbledon. They started from the lowest division in English football, the 10th. Wait, did it start from the 10th division? I would guess so. And they reached last season the EFL League One. They, for the first time ever in history, were higher than MK Dons in in the league table at one point. And eventually MK Dons ended up being relegated from League One to League Two, leaving AFC Wimbledon taking the priority role in Wimbledon in the EFL League One. And yeah, your task with Wimbledon is to carry this crazy run they've been through, to get them to the Prem and to win at least a European champion competition. Yeah, like a UEFA Champions competition in, let's say, 5 years. That leaves you 2 years to get promoted to the Prem, and then 3 years to get your thing. So yeah, brilliant example of what should happen in a Road to Glory. So yeah, if you understood the principle of the video, we're now gonna stay in League One with a different team and a different story. This time it's Sunderland. A lot of you probably know Sunderland because they used to be in the Premier League. Not less than 2 years ago, got relegated in 2016. Wait, yeah, 2015-2016 relegation, I think, from the Prem. And last season they sadly suffered from the relegation syndrome, as some people call it in France, with a back-to-back relegation to EFL League One this time. And yeah, I have nothing against Sunderland. I barely know the club, to be honest, but it's not a club that should be in the EFL League One. Back in the days, you could have a team like Wolverhampton was there. I think Wigan just won the EFL League One. Some teams should not be that low in the hierarchy of English football, and Sunderland is typically the team you could take to a Road to Glory to bring them back to where they were, bring them back to the Prem, to the jewels of English football. And yeah, I think also Sunderland has a specific part in every football fan in England, because there's the story with I think Bradley Lowry. But yeah, basically he was very popular in Sunderland because he had not an injury. I think it was cancer or something. I don't want to get into the details because I don't want to be wrong. But yeah, Sunderland did so many things for him, the club and Jermaine Defoe, and the club has a part in the heart of every English football fan right now. So yeah, it's a bit of a bummer to see them that low in the leagues, and your mission is to bring them back to where they should be, because that's where the club belongs. Staying in England, we're gonna go to a club with a lot of history, with quite a complicated last decade. Portsmouth. Portsmouth used to be in the Prem. Remember, because when I was a kid, I used to support Lens as well as supported Lyon, and Lens had sold their best striker to Portsmouth, And when I was a kid, I think I don't think I cried. Well, maybe I cried. I don't know. I was like 7 years old, and we sold Aruna Dindan to Portsmouth. Some of you, if you support Portsmouth out there, you probably know him. He was an Ivory Coast striker, and I just witnessed them going down because I used to track him until he left the club, and then I saw them going from Prem to Championship to League One to League Two. And they've stayed in League Two for a while now, but they're finally back up to League One. Got promoted last season, and carry on this form. I think it's only right to take them back to where they should be in the Prem. So exactly like Wimbledon, giving you 5 years to do so, and to win, of course, a European Championship as well. One of the good things is Portsmouth has a stadium in FIFA. It's the lowest league. Sorry, it's the team from the lowest league with a stadium in the game. And as I said in the last video, I always like playing with teams that have the stadium. So yeah, Portsmouth FC, EFL League One, bring them back in the Prem. Now, I said that was the last team in the UK. I lied. We're gonna go to the EFL Championship, going one division higher, with Leeds. Leeds United, obviously, club with a lot of history, relegated in 2004, I think. That's I'm sorry, like my EFL Championship knowledge is very, very limited. But yeah, Leeds, a club with mythical like results. They used to be such an important club, I think, in the UK at one point, and they just like fell apart a bit. I think financial reasons, board reasons, like things like that you should never have in a club of Leeds quality, or like any other club. That should never happen. And yeah, Leeds this time looking very good to get promoted, mainly because they've got Marcelo Bielsa, who is an amazing manager. And yeah, taking Leeds to the Prem because they should be here. I mean, a lot of teams should be in the Prem, to be honest, and there's only a place for 20 teams, so be one of them when you take Leeds on FIFA 19. Now, leaving England for good, we're going to go to Deutschland, or Germany, for the Dritten Liga, or Dritten Bundesliga. First team we're going to take is Eintracht Braunschweig. Now, some of you might not know the team, but it was in the Bundesliga less than 2 years ago, or 3 years ago. And exactly like Sunderland, they fell. Like they're just diving down the hierarchy of national football. They're now in the 3rd division. They got smashed in their first ever game in the Dritten Bundesliga today. Yeah, it was not the first game, but they got smashed today. And yeah, there's a lot of teams in the Dritten Bundesliga that you could take forward to glory. I've seen that when doing my research. You've got Karlsruhe. You've got a team that we'll talk about just after this. But yeah, Braunschweig, not a lot of history, but they used to be in the Bundesliga, so like just less than 3 years ago, that if you're a FIFA fan, you could probably be like, okay, I don't really know the club, but why not give it a go and see what I can do with them. Staying in the Bundesliga, we're gonna go to the 1806. Fuck's sake, I forgot my German. 1860 München, which is the second club in München, or in Munich. Yeah, München. Now, they've always been in the 2nd division, in the Zweites Bundesliga. They got relegated, and you'll see I have a similar team just after this one. But your aim with a team like that is to take them not only to the Bundesliga, win the leagues and everything. Your main aim is to become the first team of your city. So the thing is, you have to overcome Bayern Munich. You have to be better than them, and that's a very good challenge for any FIFA career mode. Always take a secondary team from a city. Obviously, it's complicated in the UK because London has 2 jibillions teams. But yeah, München being like, at least take them back, take them to the Bundesliga. You can have like 1860 München against Bayern München, because that's always nice to see. Very similar team, as I said. I'm gonna go to the Dominus League 2, still a shit name. With Paris FC. Paris FC, obviously the second team in Paris, behind PSG. Now, it's a Paris FC has a complicated like story. They used to be in League 1, they had financial issues, they changed names, blah 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 blah, and they came back in League 2 three years ago, nearly went up, then nearly went down, and then nearly went up. So yeah, tough for them to like find their place in League 2, but exactly like the Alten under 60 München, take PSG down with a team like that. That is the main thing. Take them down. Be like, I am the best team in Paris. Fuck you. And if you can do that, please tell me, because you know I hate PSG, and I would love to see people just sending me pictures of them with Paris FC beating the shit out of PSG. But yeah, that's personal opinion. So you do what you want. But yeah, Paris FC, good team for a road to glory, because there's a purpose to it. Now, I think we're approaching the end. There's only one more team, if I'm correct. Yeah, there is. We're gonna go to Spain, in La Liga 2, with a team that just got relegated this season, and for a lot of people it was a bit of a shock, because they used to be in the Champions League some years ago, and that's Malaga. Malaga, I think they had been like bought out by a certain guy, invested in the club. Malaga, the time they had, I think, Isco. Did they have Michu? Probably not. I think Michu was only in Oviedo. But yeah, Malaga used to be a club in the Liga playing for European spots, and then they struggled, and they ended up in League 2 this season, and they just don't belong here. So take them back to where they belong, La Liga Santander, and yeah, if you don't find a team with like these teams I've given you for the road to glories, all the 10 teams in the first video, I don't know what you're doing, but I still have some ideas. I don't know how to put them in a video, but I have some challenges idea that you'll see quite soon on the channel. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like down below. That will really help me out. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here for daily content. I'm gonna try and manage to do daily content despite having school. Uni starts in 2 days for me, and yeah, it's gonna be tough, but I'm up for a challenge. So yeah, I've been Blackwall. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you today, guys, and goodbye.